Hi family, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest, Umama Bishop Mkhize. So I always say this when I start a conversation, but I do not like people. One of the things that I've decided to do, Mama, was that I'm not going to go around and searching for people's bios. Like in the Kenya, there is a secretary who's I told myself I'm not going to do that because this already is tiring. So me having to do that roller coaster of our bios is forgetting. I might as well do that they may introduce themselves. Introduce. So can you please kindly introduce yourself?
Bishop Mkhize. Webandla iSoul Harvest Life Changing Center ekhona la eThekwini namaphethelo iApostolic Faith Mission. Ngiyambonga uNkulunkulu to have this time with uzikhona and sekukhona okuningi nje esengilalekile ngafunda ngakuthola.
I always say to people, no, but I always say to people I always have an opportunity nokhuluma nabantu off cameras.
Yeah.
That whenever this is up with the cameras, I'm like, what else now am I gonna say? Because majority of the things you could delay off camera. Mama Minandi, when last year, on the with the healing movement, healing inner wounds. So I went there. I think that someone related to me at that particular time because I was very much wounded. I was very much wounded. There's a saying to wounded people hurt other people, when you wound other people. I was literally a true definition of that. Through my wounds, I getting so I saw you there in Mkhize. And you were busy having a diary. I did not know at that particular time that you are the host. Because when I said I'm a host, a figure. Like so you're not hosting. So I must figure I'm like, oh, this is the host. But before I even jump into that, because I really want to talk about that, because I felt in the I wish I would have known about the movement prior. Yes, I think if I had known about it, Zenig is a thing I found out. Money I'm putting with the if it makes sense. Should I have known that would win a movement? But Mama, please take me back when growing up. Originally in Suga, try before Isherwood.
Ngizalwa ePeace Respect. Endaweni esemakhaya kakhulu kuthiwa kuseMaswazini. On your way to Ibulwa. Very close to Ibulwa and Ihawick. I'm just in the middle.
I know Hawick.
Yes, I'm just in the middle. Ngizalelwe khona, ngafunda khona, ngahlala khona, ngaphenduka khona lokho ukuthi ngazalelwe eJesu. Ngiphenduke khona I think it was 1989.
I was just being born. I was just being born.
By that time I was doing my matric. So ngaphenduka khona eMaswazini ngakithi. I was the only girl eyasindiswa by that time, and insindiso was very scarce. Nabantu abakholwayo were few. And then ngomusa kaNkulunkulu I got saved. It was December 25th. The date ye Christmas. Usisi wami wangithuma ukuthi ngihambisela abazalwane ababe nomthandazo esikoleni. Ngibahambisela ama-drinks.
Okay.
I didn't know anyone there, but into knew as a child. So mangifika khona ngifike ngibukela abantu abangithandayo, ngithanda abazalwane, akuza ubani, and I was taken by uthando lwabo, but ngiza nama-friends wami yabo. So I had to be quick because khona siyakhona.
Siyamthanda nathi isikhathi doesn't.
So ngasebe ngicela labazalwane ukuthi angilinde for a second khona sisofuna ukungibona wafika lo sisi wangishumayeza wangishumayeza yazi ukuthi wangishumayeza ngaze ngaba ne-conscious guilty ukuthi hey ingathi konke bengingakayazi. By that time I was a staunch Catholic.
Okay.
And the active esontweni kodwa ngangaka introduce kulento yokuthi khona enye kanti into you know, then I got saved ngalelo langa lelo yashintsha impilo yami.
Sorry mama, before you get saved, right? You are a staunch Catholic. How do you come across you going to ebazalwaneni balethile ukudla? Are they related like I? The time was is it because you guys have a relationship with laba bantu abalana noma?
Yes, thank you for asking me that question. Lana kono sisi or related to ifamily yasekhaya wakadlamini. Use PE manje la umfundisi khona. Pastor Mingi wakadlamini. Ushadele kaGoja.
I know Pastor Mingi.
Yes, that one is my spiritual mother.
Is it? I know her.
Abazalwane bangilindisa yena ke she's coming ufuna ukukhuluma nami wafika wakhuluma nami ngiyamazi nje ukuthi uyifamily yasekhaya kodwa angazi kanjani, you know. Wakhuluma nami, then I was so touched. Ngamthanda nalo muntu lokhuluma nami. Abangani bami bangilindile outside.
Convalescence of travel. Humor, what fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's very funny.
Yeah. And then mangiphuma lapho ngiyabangani bami, I was like, no. Angisafuna ukuhamba nabo. Sengifuna uku-attend one of the services and see ukuthi what is it. What is it that attracts me ngalendlela? And then laqala ke service leyo wangelenwa mina sengithi bafethu ngicela ngilinde nje just i-hour notice, so hlala i-hour lana senze lelo sisi because lo sisi
uyasithanda.
Okay, pressure. And then I attended also with my friends. We were almost 7. And so I attended also with my friends. Washumayela umama uDumazile wakaduma, umprofeti uDuma manje wasePietermaritzburg.
Okay.
Yo, I was like, kukhona umuntu obona inhliziyo yami, kukhona umuntu obona imicabango yami, kukhona umuntu obona ukuthi njengamanje mangiphuma la ngifuna ukuyaphi. And by that time I was a teenager, kodwa esikhulile uyabo impilo iyaqala, and you know.
Yeah, but you can just you know what life is. You think it.
Vele ngifuna ukuqala nami izinto ezenziwayo. Vele yabo sengifuna ukuqala, and then washumayela lo mama wathi ke umsiza ngani umuntu ngoba azozizwe yonke. Then egcineni kwempilo yakhe alahleke ukuphila kwakhe forever. Then ngiyokhiphani kube isihlelo sempilo yakho phambi kaNkulunkulu. Wesengizwile ukuthi kukhona something different from what I know, you know. And then my heart was so torn apart. I gave my life to Jesus by that time. Abangani bami because influential, but don't. So bangikhapha kwaba sengathi siyasindiswa,
so okay,
you know. Masi qeda lapho mina I was like umuntu ofileyo because amandla kaNkulunkulu was upon me ngendlela emangalisayo kuleyo nkonzo leyo. Ngaphaphama mina from into eyangenzekele engayazi namhlanje ukuthi ngibanjwe isandla engasazi. It was like ngibona umbono of something that I don't know. Ngalala flat from lapho kuleyo nkonzo, bangibeka izandla ngalala flat, and uNkulunkulu wazamukela kimi kakhulu from that day.
First day.
It was my first day to be introduced ensindisweni, and it was my first time nginikela impilo yami kuJesu. It was my first time ngibona umbono about uNkulunkulu. Then ngapha mase ngingena inkonzo lesibili, and abangani bami babecabanga ukuthi ngifile or something. Ngiyansoke lento yokuzalana ungaze manje sazi into what is happening, you know. But shame bangilinda kwaqala inkonzo lesibili. I was like, no guys, you can go.
Right.
If you attend the second one.
I
was saying banikezile vele ngithe ngifika ngangithi nako ngithunyiwe, and bathi angilindele usisi lona kangilinda kanti sekuzobonakala impilo. Phela mosha and all the plans, you know. And then from lapho ngangena kwisession yesibili engangayi understand. I didn't understand what was happening to me. But I felt a complete change phakathi kwami. Mangibuyela ekhaya ngabuyela ngiyinto engayazi nje. And usisi wami, because wayeyazi into yensindiso, wabona ukuthi something has happened. She was very excited, but yena akakho. But she was very excited. Ngathi bekanento ethi kambe ngizombamba kanjani ukuthi ngigcine, you know. She was very excited mangitshela ukuthi this is what happened. Baba ngiyasindiswa from that time. It was 1989, December wakhona. It was on the 25th. Basindiswa from there up to now.
Mama, was there any church yabantu abasindisiwe in the local Mkhize? Because now, if ever you're a staunch member of a Catholic, how do you move? Where do you move now? Because maybe the Baba Christian is for a prayer, but how do we then move about and then join them? Or AFM to be specifically, okay. If it was AFM then.
Okay. Babe khona abazalwane kodwa kwabantu abadala. Ogogo nje abathathu, ugogo Zondi, ugogo Mkhize, ugogo uNgcobo.
Esontweni.
Kwakuyilabo bantu kuphela babesindisiwe endaweni yangasekhaya. Babengekho abantu abasha. Beke wakhona umuntu sisi wabuya wayeka, and then kwasala labo gogo bayi-3. Mangisindiswa mina, I had to join labo gogo labo because they invited me ukuthi ngize emthandazweni during the week. Yabo, and to me ngangacabanga ukuthi enesokusonda nabo. I thought
you don't put your own narration into not of
yes, and
they are free. Yes, I'm from
So I never thought ukuthi seku enduka lokhu nokuthi sengishintshe ibandla and all those things. And it was very complicated even for ukuba sekhaya, knowing ukuthi sengiyo omunye umuntu ngaphakathi. It was very difficult to introduce indaba le kubazali bami ukuthi mina sengiso, and ngalokho sengishintshe ukuthi ngizokhonza kuphi manje. And nalabo gogo there is nothing much engenza ukuthi ngibe more attracted to them. But manginabo, I feel free to pray and ngifakaze ukuthi what is happening lakimi. I'm happy. Into engangiyazi nje ukuthi since ngamukela uJesu, I'm happy. There was nothing much I was so happy. It was like you know.
And we had the friends at a particular moment. Or like we were still watching you. You still come back to your senses and come join us.
Yes. I thought since ngi influential they will easily understand and accept nabo nje bakhona ukubelula. And I thought ngalemini lebeza nami, I thought nabo they meant it.
Okay.
Kanti ngona bayenza nje for ukuthi bangabi embarrassed. Yebo. And then mangibuyela abangani bami vele sengisho, you know guys, ngisindiswa ngempela manje. And ngiyezwa ukuthi impilo yami ishintshile. Angisakhona ukulalela izinto ebesizixoxa before. kuvele kube ne-conflict within me. And angisakhona uku-associate kahle nawo because asisacabanga ngendlela efanayo. Now, kwaba complicated. Even one of them followed me.
No.
I tried. Ngaze ngabona ukuthi no, they're gonna drag me.
Okay.
Bangibuyisele. And then nganamathela ke kulabo gogo laba bayi-3 bahamba nami inkonzo, ban-introduce ebandleni, and the church was very far from where I stayed. Ohamba impela. But the joy that I had and uthando lolubenginalo ngaphakathi pushed me ukuthi ngisuke ekhaya eMaswazini ngiya eGibson's Gate. I-distance ongabusuka la uyestenga ngenyawo.
No ways.
Yes. But bengihamba ngenyawo zami, it was like something was pushing me. It was nginamanye amandla. You know, because by that time
there's no cars available.
There was no car. Like abogogo laba nabo bayagibela baqhume mina bengenamali by that time, so bengeke ngihlale ngithanza ukuya enkonzweni because anginamali. Abogogo mabenginikeza imali yokuya, then I will see ukuthi ngibuya kanjani, you know. So uma bengenayo, I had to walk and kwakumnandi walka ngivuke ekuseni ngenze zonke izinto zasendlini, mangiqeda sengine indlela yami yahamba fuke enkonzweni njalo sekufundwa izwi because very strange. Ngafika njalo sekufundwa izwi, but ngibe happy ukuthi ngifikile eStudio now. Mhlawumbe ngizohlala less than an hour because emva kwezwi vele sekuyahlala.
Don't tell me. Then you march back.
I come back home. I walk back home, being excited about it. Ngibabonile abazalwane and nalaba laba bangishayeza lapho ngibabonile. Mina bekumnandi sengiyawalka ngifike.
Mama, you experienced the true definition of being born again.
Exactly.
The true concept yokuthi uzalwa kabusha. You really were fortunate to. Not many people get that experience, to be honest.
I believe uNkulunkulu wangenzela umusa. Yeah.
Not many people get to be baptized ngamandla kaMoya ngo-day 1. No.
I didn't even know ukuthi amandla kaMoya Ngcwele. I was so confused. But then, what happened to me? Why am I lying down? And then, what is this? Because it was like everything is just a movie, you know. And that yangenza ngaba glued to insindiso ngendlela emangasebe because it confirmed ukuthi kukhona into eyenzekayo esupernatural.
Ekhaya mama bakulisanga. They want to fight because now you marching hours to wherever the church is and not going to the local church like Kaya. It wasn't there any conflict within that space because of Upbringing? Or you were fortunate?
That was too hard for me. Ileyo part yempilo eyenza kwaba complicated to me ukusindiswa because my mother was a Catholic. Secondly, umama akayizwa indaba yensindiso, ubaba wayeseshonile vele. But umama indaba yensindiso akayifuni, akayizwa, akukho umntwana wakhe la ozosonta kwenye indawo ozokhuluma enye. Like I was taught ukuthandaza irosali, ngilazi nje kwangizazi nje. You know, and even my name ngaqanja esontweni because I was baptized esontweni ngendlela yakhona. Kodwa wasn't nganga-introducewanga kuJesu ukuthi ngidecide for myself. And then now kwakufanele ngizame ukuphila impilo that is costing eyenza ukuthi ekhaya babone i-change from lokho ebengiyikho nalokho esengiyikho manje. Kwakufanele impilo ibe complicated, ngisebenze very hard Ngingavunyelwa ukuya enkonzweni, bengishaywa kunamaskazi nje ukuthi nakungembethe, but kunamaskazi ngishaywa ukuthi ngihambile ngayo enkonzweni. Mangibuya ngiyazi ukuthi vele ngizoshaywa for that, ukuthi ngeqile ngayo enkonzweni, but that was the only way. Uma kwenzeka kuba nama-open airs nasekhaya, khona ubhuti nje wefika ehamba ngesithuthuthu ukuthi ubaba umpanzi, wefika enza ama-open airs, uzwe kusekhaya ukuthi ngifuna ukuba laphaya, and there is no way. Ngangiyithola indlela yokuthi angiphume, bangizwe sengimemeza le ukuthi ngisindisiwe, ngiyathanda uJesu. I remember one day my brother omdala, ubhuti wami uThemba, waphumela emnyango and ngamuzwa kahle, though it was a distance, but ngamuzwa kahle ukuthi uyele hayi babhuti wami kanjani ngalesi ngiyafakaza, ngiyabonga uJesu usindisiwe, ngiyakholwa, hlukene nezona nalezo zona ngazazi ukuthi
izizona zini lezo,
but ngihlukene nazo-ke, then uNkulunkulu wangenzela umusa, nga-experience umusa kaNkulunkulu ngendlela emangalisayo. Up to now angikaze ngiconvince enye into beside umusa kaNkulunkulu and being born again. Kumina sekuyi-lifestyle, to be born ngensindiso endaweni yangakithi, to me was a humble beginning, and from lapho ngakusebenza ukuhamba kahle phambi kwabantu basekhaya, phambi kwe-community, phambi kwabazalwane, ngakusebenza ukuthi ngiphile impilo eshiya emark, and then Qhubeka yamnandi lento yensindiso, yaba bitter ngo-1992 mangabe ngizwa uNkulunkulu ekhuluma something strange, okwaba ilanga noNkulunkulu angizela emsebenzini wakhe. Nganginonyaka nje ngiqeda umatric wami, ngibhizi apply,
for varsity.
For varsity, for mangabe ulokhuza umatric wakho, and then kwasho ukuthi uNkulunkulu is introducing something else, but ngiyalwa ukuthi le angazi noma uSathane noma uNkulunkulu noma yini, but angifuni. No, thank you, angifuni. And lokho kokuthi ngisindisiwe ekhaya, inhliziyo yami ithi yimi ozoshintsha yonke lento engibona ngathi ayikho kahle la. Ngiyezwa ukuthi yonke into yasekhaya ilakini, yimi ozoshintsha yonke into, and yimi ozokwenza ukuthi uma wami abe happy empilweni yakhe yonke, lokho bekusengekholwa. I didn't know ukuthi uNkulunkulu uneplan yakhe.
Mama, before God comes into your life and creates all the confusion, because He does. Before He comes with all the confusion, what plans did you have? You wanted to go to varsity. Where did you see yourself? Like, go by him. But like, this is what. Because there's one thing that I've noticed about Abantu BC when I sit down with them is that they always had an eagerness to be great. The greatness was always within them. But then I know this. Like, greatness was always there. I know I'll be something great one day, but I'm not in a level. So what did you want to be besides when God decided to do otherwise?
That part is very emotional. From my very young age, I wanted to be a doctor. Even sidlala nabantwana mina ngangiba udokotela, because it was in my heart to save lives. It was my passion. ngangithanda kakhulu ukubona umuntu kuthiwa naku se-right, you know, from the very young age. So iphupho lami bekuloko ke up to umetric wami, and bengenza i-physics ne-science ne-maths, ngivele ngisebenzela kona lokho ukuthi ngingabi ne-problem. So uNkulunkulu gave me i-wisdom bengikhali kakhulu engqondweni, because vele bengiphupha lento engiyiphuphayo. So I wanted to be a doctor, medical doctor, and ngisiza abantu. And then uNkulunkulu wayidirector-ke ngendlela yakhe. So yes, I used to.
Yeah, you're still are, doctor.
I used to say that.
Yeah, you still are.
uNkulunkulu wayidirector ngendlela yakhe, and there are so many people engibasizayo. There are so many people. Lokho ukuthi khona abantu abahlangana noJesu through you, my ministry. And lokho ukuthi kuna lama ministries lawa engwenza esebenzi asiza abantu emotionally, you know, ngayo yonke indlela holistically. So ngibona uNkulunkulu yena ngendlela yakhe ayevele design.
Yes, you're still on.
Yes.
Wow. And then prior before uNkulunkulu akhulume ngawo now ngo-92, mama, did you know anything about calling? Are you in a state where you know ukuthi life angelini kunento ethiwa ubizo? Noba nje uzibonela abashumayeli bezishumayela inkosi, and you think ukuthi hayi mhlawumbe it just happened because badala, and like it's not, angeke kufice wena.
Umama owangishumayezayo, umama uningi lo ababethi ngilini.
Baba wathi ubeka lapha, it was just humility. Humility nje yakubamba lapha because phela Mkhize uyathi usuwahambisile manje lo mama wena akakwazi nalo mama okuthiwa ngilini.
Nama ngaze ngibona. But I was confused ukuthi kuthiwa
Umama uningi nje wafika nenkinga badla uzihambela impilo yakhe cute kanjani, uye cute kanjani ukhisimusi
progressive. And then umama uningi by that time bebakhona bebizwa ngezisebenzi zenkosi.
Okay.
By that time bengakabi bikho umfundisi wesifazane ne, which was very complicated ukuthi singathi abefundisi, but bebe full time with ministry, bayeka yonke into, and then base bebizwa ngezisebenzi zenkosi. Ngolimi lwethu eMaritzburg besibabiza nge-team. Leyo kuba isebenzi senkosi sizwe kuqhutshekwa. You see, team kodwa isebenzi senkosi. Uyayibona leyo. So babevele bekhona, kwakukhona i-team kamama uDuma lo ebengithi yena washumayela ngenkathi ngisindiswa wafaka that stamp. Bekukhona i-team yabo ebeyinomama Mthokozani, umama Winnie, umama uDumazile nogogo uNgobomo. And then bese kubile team le kamama uningi. Eyayinoma mningi, ibe nomfundisi uZonke basi, ibe nomfundisi uKhawula. So babekhona ke abantu esazi ukuthi babiziwe, kodwa to me ubizo kwangeyona nje into engihlanganisa nami, cha, kwangesiyonto engiyihalelayo, ngesiyonto engihlanganisa nami, futhi impilo yabo was very complicated. Yayi displaya usizi nje.
Yeah.
And angizwani usizi.
Akekho abantu abaningi mama ubizo balekela because ubizo akaze kubukela cute. Bonke abantu sibabukayo obizweni ingathi sekubangconywana manje kodwa, but back then when ubuka umuntu obiziwe in the scathulo sakhe asicacile kahle, ugqoka kwakhe usizi nje, umfuna true definition of usizi iba ngomuntu obiziwe, so it never appetizes anyone, to be honest.
No,
it
they were like that. And bokonke emangalisa ngabo kwakuthi bayathandeka ebantwini bonke, you know, bayathandeka nje kodwa uma sewu-analyzer
Ubuka kahle.
and then kodwa ngiyamthanda uyibona leyo
Regardless of it.
khona nje into engidosela kuye babe naleyo anointing yokuthandeka kubantu bonke but impilo yabo yayibuhlungu in a way because fanele bamove from this position to another, from this house to another, bayolotsha lapha bafunda into zakhona and ngakusasa sebekwenye indawo and mina angizwani naleyo nto mina ngikhulele ekhaya very right. Even now ngiyahlala kwami unless kukhona into engikhipha endlini ngiyahlala endlini kwami because into engeke yangihlula
Commander, because the expressions are fun. I'm bored.
No. I'm bored. Ngaphezu kwako konke ngiyahlala in my bedroom. My bedroom is like a palace to me. It's iba office enkulu where I meet God, and it is where I spend my time. Ngiphuma nje makuthiwa ngangifundisa okufunayo ngiphume lithi esitting room ngibuye, you know. And then impilo yabo was like that, and mangabe sewufika kubo emakhaya abo you could see ukuthi yazi sesingabe ukuba kabizwana ngabe sekwenzile ukuthi wakwenza ukuthi no ufeel ipain yokuthi now they are focusing on ukushumayeza thina. Then what else can I do ukubalekelela ukuthi babe right ngangafuni ke into ezokwenza abantu bangidabule. This is why into calling was far away from me.
Did you have any mentors at this particular time when God is about to speak to you? Ukhona umuntu okhona in terms of ukuthi if you wake up with a dream, if khona into uNkulunkulu abonisa yona owazi uyakumbela guess this uNkulunkulu ayenzayo, did you have that figure in empilweni yakho in that early stages of the gospel?
Yes, unomama uMandlesilo, ungumama uMandlesilo ngoku, but before bekangu sisiphumelele wakambanja uyena owaye kwilali ekufushane nathi kodwa nakhona kwakuyi distance kusuka ekhaya ngiyakuyo, but uyena ongimentorishile to 11 ukuthi ngifike la ngikhona manje because laba abangishumayezile bebe-travela kakhulu, you know. So ngakhuliswa uye nabanye bafowethu nosisi bami lesasihlangana njalo kwaMamphume. uMamphume ngifike kuyena ngiyingane esindisiwe nje engakazi ukuthi what is that, but wahlala nami wangikhulisa wangifundisa even ukugeza kahle, you know. Yabona ukuthi bekakhona empilweni ngalo ndlela ukuthi from yonke into ayibonayo, like mangizokuthatha amanzi be-check ukuthi ngiyanaka yini ukuthi clean into engiphuzela kuyo and all that. So uyena ongigrume kakhulu, ngahlala naye bekayisebenzisa inkosi esiphume emva kwalaba kodwa, you know. So sakhuliswa uyena kakhulu, sibaningi esikhule under i-mentorship yakhe. Yeah.
Did you even know that was mentorship or it was just
No, it was
just
sasirepota kuye ukuthi nangu sisikhanyo sengiphoqile so utheni nangu says ukuthi, you know, like thina sonke ebesinobizo by that time ubesimentorisha esilekelela ukuthi yini lesifundisa ukuthandaza, esifundisa ukufunda iBhayibheli, ukushumayela. I remember ukuthi ngeyikhathi yena ayethunywa ngazo uNkulunkulu ukuthi akayoshumayela endaweni ethize wedonsathi ukuthi sibe khona lapha. In a way wayesifundisa kodwa thina we are not aware
ukuthi this is part of the teaching.
Yes.
Well, that's been really...
So she became a mentor yethu again with language yamanje, but for us wayewusisi nje. And siqala manje vele thina sonke ukuthi mama kuye because sibona manje ukuthi ngiyala yazi.
Kanti umama wethu, to be honest.
Exactly. So yeah.
So uNkulunkulu speaks about Ubizo 1992.
Yes.
What's your first reaction?
Njengoba ngisho nje ukuthi ayikwazanga ukungena kimi, yangithatha isikhathi eside ukuthi ingene kimi, but uNkulunkulu indlela akhuluma ngayo ukwenza ufile as if ukhona isono osenzileyo, and even if ufika kubazalwane it's like kukhona imendle esusiwe. I remember ukuthi uNkulunkulu makaqala ukukhuluma nami, I spoke to umfundisi uJili. Umfundisi uJili why uJili nje ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi mfowethu uNkulunkulu is saying this and angazi ukuthi ngithini. To me it was like into uNkulunkulu athi angiyenze manje bese ngiyaqeda. Not ukuthi
izosiyaqhubeka manje for life.
No. Ukuba wenzele ukuthi kuyaqhubeka. Ngeke ngikhone uku-understand because ama-plans aye maningi. Now mangikhuluma nomfundisi uJili Nkosinathi, ngangazi ukuthi naye usafara the very same.
Okay.
Umfundisi uJili, umfundisi uShelembe, they were suffering the very same thing.
You guys are on the same boat.
Exactly. As a result, besihlangana endleleni, mhlawumbe uthola ukuthi sihlangana endleleni naye uyothola i-counseling somewhere, sihlangane uyapi athi ngiyabaka Mkhize, uyonzani Mkhize, angifuni ukukhuluma noma Mkhize, and mina ngiyakangcobo, uyonzani kangcobo, ngifuna ukukhuluma no sisiphume, and I didn't know ukuthi it's a calling leyo ukuthi I have to be in the ministry forever. It was so hard for me. It was so hard even to speak about it. And by that time I was so tiny. I was very young. I think I was 17 years. And then uNkulunkulu uzokhuluma this big thing okufanele ngiyenze. And mangabe uNkulunkulu ekhuluma lokho ayekhuluma, kangenza sure ukuthi ngiya emzini othize yabo around ekhaya ngiyoshumayela or ngiyothandaza
to lessen the burden.
To lessen the burden, yes. And then mangifika khona ngithandaze uthola ukuthi no uqedanga, and ekugcineni kwabo konke ke leyo uNkulunkulu wase evele clear and loud ukuthi this is it, and awuzokwazi kwenza anything. This is it. Nabo. It was so painful, and it was embarrassing in a way. I don't know what I embarrass among that, but for me it was so embarrassing at this age, and it was so wait.
Mama, if you started from 1992 God talking, when did you come into terms of being like, okay, God, let's do this, let's me and you, let's have this?
In 1993, towards the end of 1993, where uNkulunkulu ayiselwa ke into yokuthi okay, we're not going anywhere. Ema-colleges ebebengithatha kuwona, ma-universities ebebengithatha kuwona, because ama-results wami mahle kakhulu. Bekufike nje manje ngiyafika khona uthola ukuthi sekune-blockage khona yento emayina nje ungayi-understand ukuthi beni kanjani. And then uthi mawufika lapha la uthathwe khona once again uthola ukuthi ube ne-delay encane and then sekugcwele and all those things. And to me, leyo nto yayi-frustrate kakhulu, knowing ukuthi uNkulunkulu usethini. And ngangizama ngayo yonke indlela ukuthi noma ngiyivoice out kulabazalwane, kodwa angifiki kwi-gist yami.
The depth of it.
Yeah, ngithi nje ngaphezulu ngenzela ukuthi mhlambe ngikwazi ukuthandaza not ukuthi nami sengiserious. So uNkulunkulu ngo-1993 towards the end wavele wavala inkinga and waqala into eyayibuhlungu kwifamily yami yokufa kwabantu. Like benginosisi wami oyi-1 sibonde kakhulu and my brother umdala bengithanda kakhulu, and then uNkulunkulu wangitshela ukuthi I will take you out from your comfort zone, from the people othi mangabe ucabanga indaba yami yokuthi ngibizile ucabange bona I will just approach you. And that was very complicated. Waqala ubhuti wami wagula washona within no time, wagula usisi wami washona within no time. I'm not saying babeshona because mina ngangalaleli, kodwa I knew ukuthi uNkulunkulu is kind of like fighting ukuthi iphume on my comfort zone, you know, and that was very complicated.
No,
that was very complicated for me, and I had to say,
Mommy, those were the 2 siblings you had.
We were 5 ekhaya, but laba were very close to me.
Okay.
Were very close to me. Like,
Usilo wajabula ubususi.
yeah, vele.
Okay. Okay, and excitement. And excitement.
Excitement.
So umuntu ayeye.
So kwaba likhuni kakhulu knowing ukuthi ngingaba i-cause yokudlula kwabo mhlawumbe in a way I don't know, angifuni futhi ukusho njalo because bagulile ngabona ukuthi bagula, and then I was there, prayed, but umthandazo wami was not valid, yabo. So kwafika la uNkulunkulu engitshela ukuthi angiqedile, if kukhona samsaba la nakhona I'm coming. I was like,
I know that double up.
I was like, yes, Nkulunkulu.
That's more.
Vele phela ngiyayeka yonke ke kwakusindiswa vele ngiyeke uma ngabe kuzoba nje, yabo, because ngapha ngiyazama, you know, ngiyaya emizini
There's something I speak about you to people. Yes.
You know, but uNkulunkulu
did not want that.
Was so harsh to me, and then wafanele nginekezele with tears. And the worst part of it, ufanele like I bengakai understand into yensindiso, because asisithi isikhathi ngosinsindiso, and then abake understanding ngisalwa nomama, ngisalwa ileyo nto, and sekufanele ngikhulume into yokuthi angisezukuya ke manje baseyikoleni uNkulunkulu uthi angidirect ngenze kanje, and which was terrifying, and I resista kakhulu to the level yokuthi mase ngihlala ngithukile, ngihlala ngisaba ukuthi angazi mina uNkulunkulu ozoyenza, angazi nezongehlola endleleni, you know, mase ngihlala ngisaba ngaqala ngakho. Nakhona ukugula kwami ongesikona ukuthi ngigula kukhona into ebuhlungu. No, there was nothing ebuhlungu, but nganginento engathi umbilini. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
But kungathi khona into ezokwenzeka immediately ezongenza ngingakhona ukuphinde ngiphile. No, it was like that. Ngagula, ngaphela ngaso ngadli ngalala for weeks and weeks and weeks ngigula, nami ngingazi ukuthi ngigula yini. I remember ukuthi umama wazama ngayo yonke indlela ukuthi ngiphile, ezisa abantu abathandazayo, ngendlela yakhe ezisa abantu abafakana intambo ezisa into eziphuzwayo, but none of izinto ma ayezama ngazo engangikwazi ukuzisebenzisa. Ngangivele ngirefuse wathi uthela uma wafonela umfundisi wathi izomthatha nalento wamfaka yona ukuthi umenze njani uzofelwa ingane. And then mafika umfundisi wami wazongithatha ngayohlala kwakhe naye wabona ukuthi ngiyagula. Yes. I remember kufika izalukwazi ngigula ngingazi uma ngiphethwe i-flu noma ngiphethwe yini, but I was sweating. Kungekho ndawo ebuhlungu. And then izalukwazi zathi no unalento yesintu isilwane isela or something to isela, then ufakwa into ethize ezokwenza ukuthi uhambiseke ukuze uklineke, you know. Bathi umesela unesilonda izalukwazi zenza leyo nto ke, and manje ziyangihleka because abazalwane ngabezalukwazi zabazalwane ziyahleka mazingibona njalo ukuthi yiwena ungadumela into yesintu. And then kwasho ukuthi there is nothing engisizayo by then. Bangithatha bangisa ngama Mkhize, khona mama Mkhize ngesikhathi kuthiwa majazi. Why amajazi? Wathi thandaza ngempilo ngasikwenye inkonzo wathi Jesu give us la majazi akho. So ngihamba sathi majazi. Awuhabithi yona Yesu uyigraduate. Vele display amajazi, and then oh wow, ngihamba sathi mama majazi up to now. So bangithatha bangisa khona because uyisihlobo. Ongina ukuthi ngihlale kamfundisi bengazi nabo bangenzeni, bangisa khona ahlala khona. Bangi organizela uma ngifisa kuphi madlana noma ngifisa bafika uma ngifisa kuphi bafika ngibona ngilele bathandazo kuthema eqeda ukuthandaza ukuthi ngicela ninikeze amanzi, banginikeza iglasi yamanzi ngaphuza. Wathi ayikho into engizoyisho kuyena, uNkulunkulu umbizile, uyaresist obizweni, so ayikho into ezomsiza enye. Jawubelele la uyolalaza afe uma ngabe ngarespond to the calling. Aphuma ufisa ukuhamba ngene emotweni yakho hamba. That mother is very brave. And like I don't know, but baby, just accept God, like just listen. No, like ubizolo, mina ngitagene izokuzofela la. Uzolala zafela la if I resist. That mother is very brave, but kunani khona ukuthi nje angifeel accountable yabo, and angimazi kwayena ngiyaqala ukumbona. Oh okay. Awubonke abantu bavele bathi awu kanti ubizo uyifake into uma ungafuna ukurespond ngaye kwa kanjalo ebedini up to the date la khona yes to the will of the Lord. And from that time lavuka ebedini yenze worship. And from ungenzi anything you weak ngiphela amandla ngingadli ngigula like serious ngijuluka kumakhaza bathi juluke ngibe into engayazi ngigula nje into engayazi, but ke uNkulunkulu wangenzela umsana right. Ngaqala ke manje uyisizwa lapha okay what uzile kwenza lapha ngisho ukuthi uNkulunkulu usho kanje. And then nini angazi ukuthi into yanini kodwa ke ibonakala ngathi into yamanje. Yeah.
And Mama, what was your first thing that you've kuzinto uNkulunkulu akubizela zona, because ngombiye ibandla which I'm sure uqalana ibandla for sure. And you have ama ministers within ibandla wenzayo. What was the first thing when you responded that you did? Because that daughter was very so bad, just to go and ease the burden. Then what was the first thing at responding to God's call and
the first thing was to take umthandazo at 23 days. because bengifuna i-direction uNkulunkulu. And njengoba bengike ngasho bekunama-team. So ngokwami ngangifisa ngathi uNkulunkulu angangidirector ku-team ethize la ngizofunda khona ukuthi kwenziwani noma usithulizile because ngangiblack. Yayibona. So ngathatha lo mthandazo ka-23 days. Fortunately enough, mangiqala lo mthandazo, I think ngangiku-5 days ngiqalile. Kuvele kufike labo sisi laba bangishumayeza bazoqala umthandazo ka-11 days. It was very difficult for me ukuthi ngiyothandaza, like ngilala ngithandaza khona nabo bazothandazela lana. Why manje beza la? Because angifuni ukufila ngathi ngizwela bona uma ngingena ethimini yami. Angifuni futhi ukungena ethimini uMongcola ngizakudirecte yabo. So bathi mabafika bezothandaza ngathi ngizoremaina ngithandaza ku-round engihlezi ku-Rondoville engihlezi kuwo, angiyothandaza nabo laphaya. So bafaka kwenye indawo angihlala kweyami indawo behlangana la egcibeni.
Because you wanted to be clear.
Yes.
God to go somewhere in direction.
I wanted to be clear and ngingafuni influencing. Yabo. And then ngaqeda 23 days wami uNkulunkulu wangasho lutho olutheni ngisathandaza. There was no direction. Ngaqeda umthandazo then ngabuyela